Fantastic. Right, just a few bits of the usual rubbish to get on with. If I can open the right. No, don't want that one. I want that one. Okay, bear with me 1 second. Right. So we are going to be making some barrels and caps today. Carrying on from yesterday, let me turn this light on. So this lot should, in theory, by the end of today, have caps, barrels. I've already done the sections, so I'm hoping that tomorrow will be just a little bit of shaping and some sanding. I'm a bit manic because I've just had to rush back from the post office, so I had to get something sent out. I'm just going to message some people to let them know we are live. Once that's done, we'll get started and we'll see how it goes. Right, there is the messages gone. Right, so I'm going to start with this one, I think. So we're going to turn it down to the right size and just put the tenon on for the threading. So that should be relatively easy. Again, if you want to say hello in the chat, go ahead. I don't just talk about pen stuff, we also talk about all sorts of stuff, really. Anything that's on your mind, anything you want to ask, go ahead. What I'm doing. Literally just said what I'm doing. That one. There's my little turny thing for that. That there. So I need to run this in to about 500 so that I've got enough distance there. So let's zero these. Bear with me. Should get all this sorted out before. Alas, I didn't because I was rushing. do. Turn the machine on. Line that in so that's acting properly. Well, 2 mil will be too much. Shouldn't be. We're at 20, so that's fine. So this stuff won't come off in ribbons because of the amount of inclusions. So an inclusion is something that you add into the blank, like gold leaf or glitter, pearls, small glass beads. That sort of thing. So normally this would spiral out, but instead we're just getting curls. So at the beginning and end of each curl there would have been something in the material to stop that coming out. You're getting some long ones. Right, so I'm going to try and match the diameter of this, which is 16. So I'm only turning off a very small amount here, so it's coming off as dust. So it's going to run it back to smooth this off. And then we'll turn the tenon here for the threads. And then we'll just turn this a little bit off at the back. So I'll zero it here so that we've got this measurement at the back here. Not smoothed off very well because that's the name connection material. Right. So we are now at 16 hopefully. Yep. So we need to get to that. That's what? 16. 3.2. 3.2 divided by 2 is 15. 15, let alone 16. My brain obviously isn't working because I can't handle simple maths at the moment. Yeah, there we go. Turn that back to 0 so we can get the other side. So you might see some chipping out of the on the blank. So there's a big bit of chipped out there. There's a bit on the threads up here, but that's all going to be filed down anyway, so that side doesn't really matter. There you go. See, that side's a lot smoother than the others. So, funnily enough, I've managed to get a better finish than the auto feed. You see, this is the bit that I turn by hand, that's the auto feed. You can't really see it. Right, so there's one barrel done. So what we'll do is we'll get the ones that are already separated done first. So these are the 3 that are already separated. So that's ready for drilling. We'll turn these ones down. We'll start with this one because it's already got the hole in the end. So this one is going to be relatively... So that one I'm going to make quite chunky. That's why that's doing that. It's not tighten up. Bear with me one moment. I need to adjust. It looks like that when I adjusted the lathe, I didn't tighten these up enough. That is still wobbly. Which means I have to identify which Allen key it is. Is it that one? Nope. It's got to be this one. Nope. Hey, it's that one. Right, so some reason I hadn't tightened these up when I took the lathe apart, or they've come loose. This has caused a bit of clickety clacking, which is a technical term. Honest to gov. There we go. Right, so we're probably going to go quite chunky on this one as well, just because of the material. So hopefully the 0 mark on the lathe will be about the same. So this should come out in a ribbons. So this gets very hot. Burning my fingers now. Should be about spot on. I'm turning off 2 mil here. We'll do the same as we did before, run it back and forth, turn the tenon off this end, and then that's that bit ready. Now this should just run all the way back. So this side is quite rough still, this side is quite smooth. Feel free to say anything on the chat. Don't have to talk about pens. Can be anything you like. Keeps my brain active whilst I'm doing this. Feel free to introduce yourselves, whatever. Ask any questions. Take the mickey. Right, so that should be 16 now. Yep. So let's take off the tenon. Yeah. There we go. We'll turn that back to 0 so we can turn off the other side. Come on. There you go. So I'm going to put a little centre hole in this one so that the live centre has something to go into, something to engage with. Like I want to engage with people watching. Hello. Well, I see people messaging and using the chat. I have just got the message. I now know who you are. How are you? So this is one of Bob's Bob Duprass blanks. We are turning it down to about 15 or so mil, and then we're going to make something of it. So if that was 0, that's 16. Maybe we'll go up to probably Re-zero it there. Not something you can fix yourself. What's wrong with it? CNC lathe then. I did say, because I've stripped down one of these and put it back together again. That's no problem. CNC lathe, I wouldn't have any clue. Oh, I have knocked it. No, okay. Have you spoken to Newton at all? I know he knows his way around the CNC machine. Okay, fair enough. Pretty much spot on. Okay, I got confused then because there was two people chatting with the same colour name. Teach me for not reading names. Ah, oh, sure. You know, it's easy to confuse me. Come on, give me a break. I'm only simple. You're not having a good time with it at the moment, then, Matt? Fair enough. One of the reasons why I chose Twitch was because um, I would like it if occasionally I'll stream computer games on there as well. It just seems to be easy. Right, so that's the 3 barrels turned down to size. Well, almost. Forgot to do the other end of this. I haven't actually seen one of these turned down, so that's quite pretty. Right, so these ones you have to decide where the cap and where the barrel's going to be. So easiest way, pick a pen, any nib even. Right, so which one's going to be Bock and which one's going to be Bock? Bock. We'll keep down that side. That's a Yovo. That can go that side. That's a Bock. That's a Bock, but that's baseless. That's baseless. That's Yovo. That's Bock. So they should both be Yovo. And they are. So just pick one of them. That one will do. One of them. Fair enough. I've just got same. So I've got a laptop in the workshop that this is running off of, and I've got my desktop indoors. I just changed the webcam round. Right, so there's our measuring tools. Right, so let's have a look. So ideally I would like that, but then it will look odd. I reckon about there. Where's my pen? Is that one? This one will pretty much do the same, about there. This one, I want this clear bit to be in barrel, so we're going to have it about there. So that's the OVO ones measured up. So how is sunny Canada treating you then? Again, we want the clear bit in the barrel. So we're going to turn it off about there. This one this way around. And those ones are done. Okay, so that is fair enough. Right, we need to change the tool over. So something I've never asked you is the area of Canada that you're in, is that predominantly French speaking or English speaking? Oh, you're the only one chatting at the moment. I haven't really, I'm still working on the setup and everything, so I'm not really pushing things. Occasionally get more people, but I've not pushed this at all on Instagram. I've let people know on Facebook, but that's about it at the moment. Blimey. Pardon me. That's yeah. That's probably the distance from here to London. Just so you know how long it takes, or how far we've got to travel for the pen show in October. Might as well pop the. Which end should we go through? That end. Right, so that's them ones. I'll put them calipers between them so that I don't get mixed up. You looking forward to coming over? You never know, you might get to see me mildly inebriated. Why are you going to Sheffield? Okay, fair enough. Right, so that's everything cut to size and bits put in for the live feed, not feed, live center. And I'm just going to turn it all down to the measurements that I want. So these are all going to be like 15-ish. Maybe I should put the bordering bar between them because I won't need that very often. So if that was 15, yeah, solid. Meg up that way. Hello, how are you? Cool. See you later, mate. I have American fish and chips for lunch. So now I'm waiting for you to ask what American fish and chips is. Well, it's fish and a packet of crisps. Leftovers from dinner and some crisps. Well, I haven't eaten it yet. It's over there. As well. It's all right. Not too bad. Apart from the immersion breaking lack of graffiti. Not heard of that one. No Man's Sky then. Yeah, No Man's Sky has changed massively since release. The workshop is now stinking of ebonite. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's turn off this last bit at the end. So all we're doing today is carrying on from yesterday. I've got a bunch of blanks to turn down to the right diameter. I've already set my doobie thingy to the right measurement for a 15mm diameter. So it's nice, quick, easy, It's going to turn the tenons on the end as well, thread everything up, drill it out, and then we shall start on the caps. So I've got 3 barrels to do, and then just thread everything. It's a very technical term, almost as technical as thingamabob, not quite as technical as Ujima flip. It's a very technical term, that. Don't use that one often. I finished a couple of betaless ones yesterday. Does anyone want to see? One of them just needs polishing on the inside, and the other one, there's a couple of scratches that just need removing, but it's they're both polished up on the outside. Oh, come on. I'll probably do that tomorrow. That's if we can get the. And then there's that one. Didn't particularly want to change the paint job, to be honest. Oh, balls! Didn't mean to do that. Is what threaded already? Nothing's threaded so far. So I can honestly say I've never played Minecraft. My eldest daughter, Eris, spends time on the computer and it is either Sims 4 or Minecraft. She plays Minecraft with her school friends because they have Education Edition. And Sims, she just likes making people. So there was a massive bubble in the section when I was turning this down. So see if there's any more in the body. You can sometimes hear them. I got Overwatch when it was massively popular, and I intended to play lots of it with my friends, but never did. So I think I played it like 3 or 4 times. See you later, Brad. Any holes? None. Good, good. Hopefully there'll be none in the cap, because that would just be a pain in the back side. Right, so these can all be triple threads because there's nothing on the cap, nothing needs to be in line with anything. So we can just use the same threading for each one. Of course, it's not in the die holder. Switched it over. Yeah, I know. It's like yesterday was Monday. And if yesterday was Monday, that makes today Tuesday. And then tomorrow's Wednesday, and then it's the weekend. Yay! That's the sort of logic that this stream works on. Flawless logic, that's what it is. Right, so we've got a couple here that we want to actually polish the inside of. So this one, if it goes as see-through as I think it will, and this one. So we're going to have to do two sets of drills into these three, which hopefully I'll remember. Yep. I used to do gaming on, like, tabletop gaming on a Wednesday night club. Like, it was a tabletop group. And so I had two ends of the week, because I used to go to the pub on the Wednesday before the gaming group. So I always used to say that Tuesday was the end of the week. It made me feel a lot better about my weeks. Now, it's I don't really do much tabletop gaming because I don't know anyone down here to do it with. So everything's done on the computer, which is a bit of a pain, but oh well. I'm going to be running a tabletop game this evening, hopefully. With friends from back where I came from. We are playing a game called Dungeon Crawl Classics, which is old school Dungeons and Dragons, basically. And I have an adventure that is a whole 4 pages long that I've prepped for this evening, where they play a bunch of peasants going down a dungeon. And their simple task is to survive the dungeon. And it's the introductory adventure from the back of the rulebook. So whether they survive or not is a question. I used to play a lot of druids. I've played many druids in my time. I think I've played a grand total of 2 clerics. And considering I've been gaming since I was about 12, never been one for organised religion. So this is my drill bit for drilling out barrels. So this measurement here is the measurement just over what it takes to fit a cartridge converter in. So I think there's about 1 mil clearance at the end of the cartridge, at the end of the barrel. I've played a lot of clerics. Sorry, not a lot of clerics. I've played a lot of druids. Played a lot of rangers. What else have I played a lot of? I think I've only ever played one paladin. Played a couple of monks. Played a bucket load of thieves. Load of wizards. Load of sorcerers. Played one warlock. Oh, I can't remember. Yep. She could indeed be a ranger at Rangers. It may not be a lot, but it's enough. And I'm going to need to go get myself a drink in a minute. I'm getting quite thirsty. Right, so unlike that last material where I just pushed it through the last bit, this one I'm not going to, because I know it's quite fragile. So what you'll see here is as I pull out, it'll expand a bit. So that's basically where it's got hot. And we'll just push the last few mil. I think my first D&D character was a ranger. I have vague recollections of a ranger that was specialist in firing a bow. In Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, which is what I played at the time, Ranger's one of the best classes. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, 2nd edition. I think was published in the 80s. Should, it's fun. Well, I enjoy it anyway. I've spent most of my teenage years playing games like that. Ebonite. So if I put this next to the barrel, you can see how far down the barrel I'm going. So you've got a nice bit at the end there which has got nothing going through it. So anything with a carved end, I try and make sure that I've got a decent amount of material at the end to play with. Right, I'm going to quickly pop off and get myself a quick drink and use a little boy's room, and I'll be right back. I'm back. Right. Apron. Thank you very much. So, with this, put a smaller one on, a smaller drill bit, just to do a pilot hole into the other one to reduce the heat and reduce the scorching on the inside of the pen barrel. Because obviously, friction causes a lot of heat, so drilling causes a lot of heat. So whenever I'm doing anything that's got the middle I need to polish, I'll do a pilot hole and then shave off the inside with the larger drill bit. So this will be doing most of the actual cutting. So again, that's gone. So I've got lots of room to play with at the end there. The other one, that one, and then that one. Feeling this drill bit might be a bit blunt, but I've also got the customer orders that I'm doing to drill out as well, which is that one, which I've done the metal work on. Yeah, they'll be way out of my price range. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get a Mont Blanc, to be fair. I just can't justify the cost. Even if the pen business pays for my pens, I can't justify the cost. Because at the end of the year, that's where it counts. And to be fair, most of the Mont Blancs that I've seen, they're apart from the special editions, they're just black. And I'm bored of black pens. Blimey, who's added them? I have no idea who that is. Yeah, I'm always wary about buying things off of Amazon Marketplace. Not Amazon Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, Amazon Marketplace as well. To be fair, I'm pretty wary. Been bitten too many times. I don't think I've ever bought anything off of BSD. I might have bought one or two things. You can't see it because this is a bit more opaque than I thought it would be. So I might not have to polish the inside of that one. Same goes for this one actually. Ah well. What is your Grail pen? She won't be able to hear me if I just say it because she's got a sound turned off. So I should type it. I have just. We're going to have to type this again. Right, so that's that done. I think scriptorium or scriptorum. I can't. Oh, can't hear me. Right, so I'm just going to be turning a little bit of material off the inside of the barrel for the thicker part of the threads to fit into. So this is a standard thing that I do across pretty much all my pens these days. It just makes the threading a little bit easier. It's only about 1 or 2, well, it's not even that, it's about between half and a mil little recess in there. So what I might have to do is move the camera if I'm going to shape these today. I mean, it's 3:15. So I don't mind doing that once these are all threaded, because that won't be a problem. Right, so that's all boring done. Now, threading. Threading and hoping. That is the name of the game now. Actually, I'll do this one by hand. I have a loft pen in my collection back in the house. I can't remember how long ago I got it. think if I can get most of these shaped today, then I've only got a few to shape tomorrow and caps, and I can start on the sanding of some of them, and then I won't have to be in the workshop over the weekend, which is always a bonus. There's a couple that I need to get shaped over the weekend. A couple of bit of work I need to do over the weekend as well. I need to rebuild a pen. What did you get off of Etsy? Here's the other one I'm going to have to do by hand. So I don't like this material, it cracks. No. Did that crack? Is that a crack? Yes, it has cracked. I hate this material. How far has it cracked? This is why I no longer cut blanks down when I'm doing the barrels. There's that crack. Okay, so this crack that's just appeared here has gone from there to there. So what I'm going to have to do is basically turn off all of that material there and hope and pray that once I put a tenon here, that this crack, that I would have got rid of the crack. Just when I thought things were going well. But so what I'm going to do is I can see that the end of the crack is about there. So I'm going to turn that down to about halfway. I'm going to cut it basically there. Should probably take the pen lid out of my mouth. I'm trying to enunciate. This is what I'm expecting to happen to this one, which is why I haven't cut the ends off yet. I've been caught out by that too many times. So what I might do, turn that off there. So drill that back down to the right depth. We'll do it the other way around. So what we'll do, just to try and fix this, I've put the recess in there already, so I'm going to thread it on now, and then I'll turn off the tenon once I've threaded the rest of them, because I might have to do the same thing to this. You too. Catch you later. So that's now threaded, so I can now hopefully turn that down to the right depth. What we'll do on the cap is we'll thread that before we turn it down. So I've got the extra thickness. Unfortunately, I can't do it to this because it's already been turned down. But hopefully, I mean, I don't see much in the way of inclusions on the threading end. There's a few there. I'll just have to see how it goes. So let me show you. Working from that side to that side, are we? So that one's not been done. That's been done. No, what am I doing? Well, that's been done. That's been done. That's been done. Looks like I forgot to do this one. Oh no, I didn't. That's already been done. I am an idiot. Okay. This is just the initial thread. I'll then go through this with the other tap just to clean up these threads a bit. It's looking like I'm not going to have time to start shaping these. We're going to finish at 4 because I've got some stuff to set up in the house, which means I can get the camera set up for shaping tomorrow, which would be good. So what I might do then is, when I get to the point of threading all of these and they're all done, I'll start making the caps so that, or I start cutting them down to size so that they're ready for shaping first thing after logging on tomorrow. And then we'll be in a better position to get everything done. Right, so that's that one done. Right, so this is literally just cleaning up threads. They should be the same size tap, but they are not. Right, so this one I'm leaving at full length because I want this sort of turquoisey bit at the end to be the pyramid. Same with the ebonite one, this one's staying the same size. It's small enough as is. Anyone that's watching, feel free to use the chat, say hello, ask questions, whatever. It doesn't have to be about pens. Right, this one will probably be cut down a bit. My little ruler. So we've got the 50mm for the section and the nib. So it's going to be over 150. So we don't want it over 150. Ideally, we want it to be about 135, 140, about there. And the end of the hole will be there. So that still gives us plenty of room to play around with here. This one we've still got to turn down the tenon. So again, this one's going to be ideally about there. It's probably still going to be the same length as the other one. It should be. Yeah, so there is the end of the hole. This one I'll probably leave full length, just so we can get one side white and one side orange. This one needs cutting down. So there's the end of the hole. That's way over 15. So 15 for reference is my average length, and 15 is there. So if we cut this about there, that'll probably give us enough for another section. Yeah, 50 mil. Hello, you can hear me? So end of the hole there. I'm going to have 140 on this one, so there. And then this one, when I'm cutting down, this is going to be 150. So when this, as I'm going in, when this starts to slow down, I know that that's where new threads are being cut. I don't want any new threads to be cut, so that's why I'm stopping and changing back. I thought that was a crack then. I'm just going to blow a gasket. So it's now ready to be cut. With these threads, it doesn't matter if you go in them more than once. It just sort of tidies them up a bit. You know, a knocking sound coming from the back of the lathe, it's not good. Okay, so it's a knocking sound that stops when it goes fast. Which probably means one of the gears is just slightly skew with. I might open the side and see if I can identify what it is, because that's going to get irritating as all hell. Right, so I've been saving this one for last because I need to do a little bit of remedial work on this end. Just hope that cutting the threads on the outside doesn't make it crack, because if it does, I think I'll cry. Right, so just drop something, so take a sip. feeling I've just turned that bit too narrow. Would I? Right. Fingers crossed. If I hear it, I know it hasn't worked, and it's back to square one. We have success. So that is now threaded inside and out. This is one of the ones that's due for cutting, so we shall just take the tool out, put the cutting tool in. Oh my god, what a shot. So I've got a box that I throw offcuts on, and that blank landed wedged lengthways between the wall and the box. There was something, but I've forgotten what it was. So I've just cut a bit off of this and thrown it at my box over there. Look where it's landed. Something quite different. Spectacular return to form. Just through that bit, it bounced off the wall and went off somewhere. That bit, because it was quite long, goes in the easily usable offcuts box, which I will make some sort of Franken pen out of one day. Going there as well. Right, so they're all ready to be shaped. I'm going to keep that one up here. I just noticed that when I tried to screw in the section on this one, it wasn't great. So what I'm going to do is just make sure that that section is properly threaded. Yeah, it should be fine. Considering I've got grease all over my fingers, it's still easy to undo and screw in. So what I'm going to do quickly is thread this bit before I turn it down, because otherwise I'll forget and then it'll break and I'll get angry. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. And again, I'm going to do it by hand. In theory, that should be all right. Yay! A bit stiff, but we can work with that. Do I do the same thing for this one now, so that I know whether I've got to go back to drawing board on this one or not? I've got 10 minutes. So I might as well. Again, this is where I might cry. Right, so if this is going to crack, it's going to crack about there. In fact, I'm going to mark it and just see if I'm right, because I've got a feeling it's going to crack. That's where I think it's going to crack. It didn't crack. That's put me in a good mood. Might as well make that cap now. I've done the hard bit. Just got to drill out the rest of it. And then we'll have an almost working pen out of this material. So that's how it's going to rest on the hand. So this bit's going to be thinner. So it's going to sort of taper out to the pen. So that's going to be a nice size pen. So we are going to just underneath the orange line. Should give us some material to play with at the end of the blank. Right, so this should screw in. So obviously those threads are a bit dusty, which is what the squeaking is. There you go. That's ready for shaping. No, I'm not going to risk doing that by hand. I'm going to put it back in the machine and make sure that it's straight before I re-thread that. Well, I'll clean up the threads. A little bit deeper. Do is we'll just clean those off as well. done? Why isn't that threading on now? What have I done? So that's fine. Well, I say fine, it's a bit squeaky, but it's fine. Bit squeaky. Sort that out later. There's one ready for shaping. Well, they're all ready for shaping, the barrels, but that one's ready for shaping entirely. So I'll take those over to the other bit, and then I can set that up tomorrow after I've used the camera for gaming this evening. So all we've got to do tomorrow is shape these bits. Shape these bits. Ready for sanding, and I've got a bit to finish. Caps won't take very long. That hopefully won't take very long. These will be the longest bit. So I'm going to finish off there 3 minutes to 4. Bit early, well, by 3 minutes, but that doesn't really matter. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. Hello to anyone on YouTube. Take care and have fun.